Welcome to MetaFi. This is your weekly update on the market. Just a brief overview of Bitcoin today. We're going to be following along Bitcoin just because it's a macro environment of the entire industry of crypto, what Bitcoin does. The altcoins tend to follow, and they kind of are in sync with the macro environment with traditional finance as well. As we know, a lot has played out. So let's go ahead and go to the chart, and we're going to go over laying our levels and seeing what we see over the next week to months. Thing that we want to do is we want to go ahead and lay our levels. So I'm out on the monthly chart on Bitcoin, and for this purpose I'm using Coinbase here. So we can kind of see this is our high of 2019, and this is really when we broke out and confirmed the breakout. You can see that we have really bottomed here. Like if you look at the structure from a monthly, this is a strong reaction to the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this out in white. So this is a level. The next level that we really want to mark out here, you can see from here these bases that are closing, and then we lost it. It looks like we're there again. So 20K looks like to be a pretty strong level that I'm going to go ahead and mark out. And if we move up north, you can kind of see where we broke it down here. This was a strong base that looks like we lost there. So I'm probably going to go ahead and mark that level out. So now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in at this point, and we're going to go to a weekly. And I'll kind of explain everything that you're seeing on my screen. And if you guys want information for trading or specific courses or lessons for trading, I can kind of go over that. I've been investing for about 10 years now and actively trading in the market, the last bull market into this bear market, and have been doing pretty fairly well with my swing trades. So as we can see, this is a moving average 200 here. From here, these are called Bollinger Bands. This is really good to kind of see you when you're getting out of the Bollinger Band and it wants to put you back in. So I'm going to go over really solid basics structure here to understand. And right now we're just laying our levels. So as you can see, look at this strong test here as we saw the high of this last run. Looks like 25,400 is really a strong base. You saw it wick down here, bounce off, and lose it. That's when we went into this next channel. This is what I call a channel or a range, right? This is kind of where it's playing. So this is where we're going to play. We're going to go ahead and mark that level out. There we go. And so as you can see, there's a black thin line, if you can see that on the screen, is the middle of the Bollinger Band. And this normally reacts to it, right? But it's just kind of a reference. But really this EMA8, exponential moving average 8, this is where it really reacts. So you can see it's putting downward pressure flipped. This was the big bad breakout here from what I believe is a macro low, and that's kind of where I'm basing my bets based on specific indicators such as accumulation distribution, Joule light indicator, and some other ones that I can go over if you guys are interested. But this is kind of where I'm basing my macro low, honestly, is around 15.4. So I've been acquiring. I got most of my coins right inside this area, and I'm getting ready to swing trade. I let some go, some towards the top, and I'm starting to buy back in now. So for this last fall that we had here, we had a 22% drop so far. So that for me is a good buy signal to where I can start buying in. Oh, but yeah, it could drop even more. Or it could drop down. Yeah, of course it could drop down, right? But my bets are that it's not going to drop back down to here. And if it does, it's a 15% decrease, and I have a 30% increase just to get back to the range highs. So that to me is a good risk versus reward for me in the way that I trade. And I have an investment portfolio as well as a trading portfolio. And the more you follow MetaFi, the more I'm going to break down exactly how to develop a portfolio, how to put a portfolio together that is of crypto, and depending on your risk tolerance, how much crypto you want to have as a percentage. So stay tuned to that. So as we continue, as you see here, this line, if you can see this bouncing, bounce, break, rejection, pop back up. So this is a strong line for me. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that. And funny enough is I had a dream on this that this line right here, that we wouldn't fall back below. So it was an interesting dream that I had. So I'm just gonna, I marked that on the chart, on my personal chart, just for, I'm curious as to kind of how that plays out. So this is definitely where I'm buying right now. So if we zoom in even more, I like to go to the weekly, to the 5-day. And then what I like is you go here, and this is the Gaussian channel. This Gaussian channel 5-day has been just phenomenal for calling tops and bottoms and reversals. And as you can see, the reaction to these lines are just so obvious, you know? So I really like this, and we are back into the Gaussian channel and got a mean rejection off the mean median here. And normally when we come down, we bounce off that bottom. You know, there's going to be wicks, right? Those are buying opportunities, and especially outside of the Bollinger Band here, as you can see. But as we get back in, it's wanting to react to these, and then we use the obviously the moving averages as well. So what's the purpose of this video? The purpose of this video is just to give a basic understanding of what happened, when transpired, and to kind of calm the fear. You know, there's a lot going on in traditional markets. There's a lot going on in the macro environment, and we'll get into that in other videos. But this is just a basic overview for investment purposes on whether you're investing or you're trading. And if you don't know what you're doing, and that's kind of a big one, is are you investing or are you trading? There's a big difference there. And that was hard for me to kind of differentiate, because I would buy Bitcoin and then I would send it to a ledger or a hardware wallet, and I'd say, okay, I'm not selling this. And then it would either go up significant amount and I would move it and sell it. And then it's a question of, okay, are you trading it? And what's your goals? Like what are you writing down? What are you trying to accomplish? So those kind of things, you want to answer those questions, and you want to write that stuff down. So follow MetaFi. We're definitely going to be covering all this stuff and topic, and we're just kind of getting started. So moving forward, what am I doing with this? So I'm accumulating in this area, and I'm slowly dollar cost averaging in. I've been dollar cost averaging in basically I sold most of my coins around 34. I got that confirmation down. And then once we got into the zone of under 20, I've just been accumulating in all this. So my average coins are pretty much around 16,000 and sold. And now I'm buying back here. So my plan is everything that I buy back here, I'm swing trading on the way up to, this is my major buy, to about a 30% gain, 20% gain. And we'll follow kind of how this is going to play out. But not only do I use the Gaussian channel here, but I also like to use, on MetaFi, we use the moon, and the moon has about a 70% hit rate. So when you follow the moon, we'll kind of go over that in another video. This video is getting a little long. You'll be able to actually follow, and it'll only confirm what you're thinking. Here at MetaFi, we want to use our technical analysis skills aligned with astrology, aligned with our intuition and our experience. So we want to align our logic and the spirituality. The main difference between millionaires and billionaires is billionaires use astrology. So here at MetaFi, what we're going to be doing is just showing you kind of how to use things to support your thesis, right? And that's what a lot of these indicators do, is just support when I buy and when I sell. So if we move in from the 5, now I like to move into the day, right? And I like to see the reaction. Look at this is the daily moving 200 day average. Weekly day average here. And it had a nice reaction to it. To me, this still seems weak. So I moved in a little bit here, but I'm anticipating another fall, and right towards where I call this my dream line. Like, I literally had a dream about this, right towards here. And what I feel is I'm accumulating, and we're going to get a retest of right here. And then you can see this zone, rejection and bounce, right? So that's a big zone. So we're going to have a reaction here, right? And I feel that we're going to kind of get rejected here. So I think that this is a good selling opportunity, and also a long opportunity. If we break through this, I think that we have clear skies to at least get up to about 24,000. So that's what I'm going for this week. Stay tuned for anything else. We can go over Ethereum, Matic, Solana, kind of what's in my portfolio, what's in my investment bag, how I trade, how I swing trade, how I day trade, things like that. And anything else you guys want to see as far as putting courses together, that's what I do. I've been doing that for the military for about 10 years. So putting courses together is pretty natural to me. I have other courses available that are more towards personal and professional development, and I will be putting some together as far as MetaFi and financial development and wealth management and money mastery. So go ahead and stay tuned. Smash the like button if you found any content inside this video that was helpful at all, and then go ahead and stay subscribed, because I'm just making videos that I honestly love seeing and I love getting different perspectives of, to only enhance my decision making skills and my decisions moving forward on what it is that I am choosing. Again, I'm Brandon from MetaFi. See you guys next week.